Oh my god, my internet is horrible, but hopefully you guys have found this link okay. I'm just waiting for everybody to come back, and I'll be looking at my phone while I'm waiting for people to come back. Hey, Sunset Tara, I'm glad you found this. Okay, thank you, Kirsty, for the email. I'll see if I can get to the reading tonight, okay? Okay, great. Looks like a lot of people are here. Awesome. So I put the list back. I'm waiting for Jahmari. There's Jahmari. Okay, so Jahmari, let's continue the read. Okay. Said you wanted a general. God, I'm so mad at my internet. This is like the freaking 5th time that this has happened. Do you have also 3 cards? Wow. Okay, I guess today's 3-card day for the people that pay. If you can tomorrow, it's good. I'll be asleep probably. It's 12 a.m. Oh, okay, great. I'm glad that you're giving me the time to do it because a lot of times I feel rushed. Okay. Whoa. Wow. Ooh. Okay. So Jahmari, it really feels like these 2 cards are meant to be together. So you got 3, by the way. So this says power, and it says the power of divine love protects and enfolds me. I'm looking at it from the monitor. Okay, and the second one says wisdom, and it says wisdom comes from the depths of my experience. So this to me, it really feels like schooling. Like the energy very much feels like, oh, hey, Lightning Stork, how are you? Thanks for donating. Let me fix the list so that you can be bumped up for Jahmari. Damn it, I'm sorry, Jahmari. I really need like a mod or something. Okay, anyways. So, really feels like it's connected to your university and your studies. Why did I hear high school? Okay. So I think the reason why they mentioned high school, your guides, is because I see you studying at school while you were in high school, back when you were in high school, but you looked bored. Like you look like, okay, this is not stimulating for me. This is stuff that, you know, I might not know, but I still don't care. Does that sound right to you, Jahmari? Like you just look like you know that high school is not the most stimulating environment for you mentally and educationally. Okay, Jahmari says yes, absolutely. Now, okay, I feel like I want to read more into this card. But interestingly enough, look at how there's like these blue swirly things and this like red circle thing. So that blue swirly thing, like if you, I don't know if you're familiar with Kundalini energy. Not that I'm saying that this is about your Kundalini energy, like maybe, but it's more like, I mean, it kind of does feel like that, but it feels like the energy stirring within you is bringing about change, but it's happening gradually and in a way that is most perfect for you, right? Like the environment that you were in high school was actually the environment for you, but it was also a reflection of what was energetically stirring within you. So you weren't ready to be like a full-fledged, businesswoman is what I'm trying to say. Like, does that make sense to you? How do I... Okay, I'm going to use the example of a boiled egg. I don't know why that's what first comes to mind. So like when you're boiling an egg, it takes time, right? And so, I don't know if this is going to work, but anyways, you're like not even like fully cooked. You're not even like fully cooked, right? You're not a hard-boiled egg yet. You're kind of in like, you're still like soft. So what you're experiencing is a reflection of how you're not fully done. But you feeling that for you, you weren't completely stimulated, it was almost you being impatient with your growth and with your process and your development. So I think now is the time when the energy is starting to really sparkle, so to speak. Like you can kind of feel, I don't know if you've been feeling more hyper as of lately or what, but there's real energy stirring within you, and it's causing a more higher energetic output, but that experience is happening within you. Now, okay, so when you go to university, they're saying they're saying that you're going to be inundated with so much information. You know, it'll be overwhelming for you to try to learn everything because, I mean, the way that college is set up for me, from my experience, it's way too much at one time. It's an overload, and that overload becomes like, I don't want to fucking learn anymore because I'm tired. Let's see. All right, they're talking about ego. I think what they're trying to say is that, like, yes, you know that you're brilliant, but the guides don't want your ego to come crashing down when you do, once you're in college. They're talking about burnout. So once you get burnt out, I think that, you know, not that they get afraid, but I can see what they're seeing, which is you getting down on yourself when you do get burnt out, because somehow you getting burnt out is a reflection of your self-esteem and your identity, when that's not what's true. You know, college isn't going to be easy. You can take easy courses, but I don't think that's what you want to experience. Oh, I see what they're trying to say. So they're trying to say that the glory of life is not in college. Like, how do I put this? They don't want you to get caught up in the reality, or no, I'm sorry, caught up in the, you know, the belief that everybody in society tells you, which is that college is it. You know, that college that you go to really determines who you are and how smart you are and what kind of individual you are and stuff like that. Your guys are afraid, or rather, they don't want to see you, or to have you to experience what college is like after you graduate, because that notion of college being the main factor of success is actually not true at all. In my experience too, and in a lot of people's experience. So do you understand, Jahmari? I think that they basically don't want you to put so much weight on who you are as an individual just because of this college and just because of everything that you were taught. Because that's gonna, okay, wow, they just said suicidal. They said that will ruin your self-esteem to the point where you will feel like you are absolutely worthless. And I have to say, you know, I was watching, I think it was called Black AF on Netflix, and one of the main characters, like, she acts as a narrator the entire show, but she was talking about how, like, Black individuals feel like they have to make themselves look like they're rich because, like, they feel that they are nothing without wearing an appearance of luxury or something like that. And for you, I feel like it's the same, but it's like a different manifestation. And this is about education being your clothing or your appearance. You know what I mean? So I think that's what they wanted you to be aware of. Okay? All right, so Lightning Spark and Jahmari, I hope that helped you. It's a lot to take away from, that's for sure, right? And you might be wondering, like, okay, fuck, like, what do I do now? Now that I've been taught all of this stuff, now what do I do? it's a process of undoing. So let experience and let what you've learned, of what resonates with you and what you understand, undo what you were taught slowly. Okay. Okay. Let me take a breather. You're welcome, Jahmari. Glad to see that you're showing emojis and hearts. That means that you're feeling good. I know this is super weird just to watch somebody close their eyes. And I feel weird that people are staring at me while I'm closing my eyes, but I just need to take a break before I do like more reads. Okay, cool. Whoosh. Okay, so Mary Mijisu says, do you watch K-dramas? Not really. I did watch one, but I don't even remember what the name of the show was. I forgot. So I guess I don't really watch that much. Oh, there it is. All right. Anything I need to know is in spirit, or what can I expect soon? I don't know which one to do, but I will go with the first one, since that could go over to the next one. Ooh, okay. So, Lightning Spark, your card says eternal love, and the description reads, as I let love in, it stays in my soul forever. Oh shit, sorry. So let me, I do see a female approaching you, and I see yourself different. The way that you look at her when she approaches you and puts her hand on your arm lovingly. Sorry, I ran out of the word. You look normal. I know that sounds so rude, but like I've said before, that the way that you think is very, very disconnected from how a regular person would think. And I hope that doesn't offend you, but it's just what I see. Now, with this vision thing that I'm seeing from this card, you look like you're seeing another human and you're acknowledging as a person with their own emotions and with their own emotional body and with their own capability of empathy. I'm sorry. I think that's what they were trying to say about you. I see you being able to feel empathy. And what is empathy really? It's about being able to separate yourself from another person and still acknowledge that you love that person, if that makes any sense. Because I feel like with you, like, you used to hold on. I mean, maybe you still do that now, but the readings that I've done for you in the past, you would hold on so tightly, and suddenly you would just become so obsessed and so overwhelmed by the other person. And you felt like you had to control them a lot too. So why this reading is so significant is that I am able to see you separate yourself from another person and yet still know that you can love them from a distance. If that makes sense. From the distance part, I meant like you let them go and you know that you have a healthy boundary with people. And you know that even if this person doesn't text you back in a day, or if they don't text you back in 3 weeks, you know that you're still connected to this person through love rather than obsession, right? Because I think that's something that you have a hard time differentiating. And this girl who you seem romantically inclined with, and so she does to you, looks like a partnership, right? A romantic partnership. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous, and she's divine. me see. And you know, the way that she's standing in this card, it looks like she's just waiting for you. Like, she looks very self-sufficient, that's for sure, and she can hold her own and be her own person and things like that. But how do I say this? I don't know. It kind of just looks like she's waiting for you. That's pretty much it. Lanny Smart says, so this is about the first. Oh, the girl I asked before, my coworker. I don't remember that. I don't remember if you said that she was your coworker. Maybe you did. I don't remember. Not because I don't care, but it's just like it was a long time ago because I wasn't here last weekend. No. It doesn't mean that it's her. In fact, it is not her. This is more like you being the person you never thought you could become, basically, which is amazing, and having your dream relationship, whether you realize it is your desire or not. Okay, so that's very powerful right there, because when you know that you are going to be healed. Not to say that you need healing, because I'm not trying to say that you're broken. How do I put this? Just knowing that you can be happy, like truly happy, and not needing to be happy based off of another person and stuff like that. No, I didn't mean that it was something that you know. It's more like an experience for you to look forward to. Okay, that was so cool. I'm really, really happy about that. And I also think that it's very cool for a male to be, I don't know what's the word, but to believe, basically, and to be invested in the other side, because I think that's very telling of somebody, especially of somebody who, like, I don't know how to say it. Because honestly, how do I put this? Not a lot of people believe in this stuff, and not a lot of people have the hope to continue to believe in this stuff, basically. And for somebody to engage in such behavior of what you've shared with me in the past, most people don't gravitate towards this stuff, towards hope and love. So I'm really glad that you're doing that. I have my own tarot deck. I've had it for a year already. That's wonderful. You know, I always encourage you to practice and play with it, but always ask for protection too, because you don't want to welcome unwelcome beings into your home. That's happened to me before. I mean, was it scary? Yeah, it was scary at times. I don't know. I wasn't scared though. Maybe I'll share like some paranormal stuff that has happened to me, or maybe you don't want to know because it is pretty weird. And I do feel like Spirit has been listening to me because I've been seeing 343 every day, and it stands out to me. Yeah, and that's probably them telling you, like, yeah, dude, we listen to you, like, we listen to you all the time. Okay, so Sunset Tarot's next. Oh, okay. All right, let me just breathe a little bit before I continue the next one. Dude, why is my nose itchy? Oh my god, it's killing me. Oh, okay, cool. All right, so anyways, can you describe my future husband? Okay, so first of all, it looks like he has very black hair, and like he slicks it back with like a certain gel. It doesn't look like gooey, like crunchy gel. You know how like some guys put like a shit ton of product in their hair and it just looks like a booger like ran through their hair, just like and like it won't move. It doesn't look like that. It looks nice and refined. Let's see, what else about your husband? I mean, your future husband. He likes your boobs. Like, I don't know if you have, like, how could I say this? Like, juicy boobs? Like, big boobs, you know? Or if you don't, I don't know. But for some reason, I can see him, like, he can't stop looking at your boobs. Like, you guys will be, like, watching a movie or watching TV or whatever, and he'll just be, like, very obviously. Oh, you don't? Okay. I'm sorry if that, like, made you feel weird. But yeah. So let's see what else I see. Or maybe he's just a boob man. I don't know. He has a very gentle voice. Um, like even if he were to get angry, he wouldn't show it in his voice. It's more so like his face and his body movements. Like, it's like if he gets angry, he's just like like that. Like, he's not just like or like he just starts shouting. He's just very like docile with his movements. I don't know. I just can't stop hearing his voice. Like, his voice is very, I want to say, like, almost luxurious, but like gentle. Almost as if he could be a singer. Um, he looks musically inclined. Like, he looks like he plays the piano. That's what I'm seeing. He looks like he likes to, like, he looks like a character, and he definitely looks pretty creative, because the way that I see him, he has very nice black hair that he knows how to style, but he also wears, like, patterned collared t-shirts, or sorry, patterned button-up shirts, and like the way that he truly expresses his, like, wacky side is like when he's playing the piano, or when he's playing music or something like that. Can you get his ethnicity? I think he looks Asian. He looks Asian to me. That's what I think. Okay, like, I'm not very how to say, very confident about seeing certain things, because even the things that I see, they can be symbolic too. Not to say that just because he has black hair, it means that he's this and this, but yeah, he looks Asian because, I mean, it kind of fits the bill, right? Like, jet black hair, and he looks thin, and he looks like he's kind of pale too. And he plays the piano, which is like, I don't know. For me, like, a lot of Asian parents, my parents were Asian too. They, like, force their children to play music. So, they said that he's talented, and I think that they meant. I think they mean, like, musically inclined. So, I don't know. I don't know what else to pick up on. For some reason, I'm not really getting personality. I'm more so getting looks. So I don't know if that's what you were talking about. I think they don't really want to. Oh, they said that he's private. They said that he's a private person. And yeah, so I hope that answered your question. Okay, so Marry Me Jisoo. What was your original question, Marry Me Jisoo? Yay, I'm glad that you loved it, Sensei Taro. And if Marry Me Jisoo isn't here, is SC still here? Okay, so SC is here. So SC, what's your question? And you subbed and liked, right? You want to love reading and you were alone for a long time. I know that feeling. I know that very, very well. All right, let's see. Okay, this looks like the proper deck for you. Okay. Oh, okay, so the card that you got is Light and Love. And it says, your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love into the world. All right, so here's what I see about you. It's like, I don't know if when you feel alone, oh my God, my nose. I don't know if you, when you feel alone, like it feels like emotionally cold, or, I mean, like what is feeling alone do you feel like? Because to be alone, it kind of just feels like there's something empty in you and you feel like cold and stuff like that. And SC, I'm waiting for your response if you weren't clear. Oh, there you go. When I am out and I see other people together. Oh, okay. I guess that's what you mean. That's when you feel alone. I mean, I'm just gonna roll with what I was in. Oh, when you're at home, you're fine. I mean, it's more so like what do you feel, not when does that feeling of alone come up, but like what does feeling alone do you feel like? Because you seem like a very lovely woman. Like you seem very kind and considerate and loyal. They said loyal hearted and you seem pure. Oh, you feel invisible. That's horrible. Um, well, here's the thing. Like that's not who you are at all. Because can you see from this card, she's got like this light emanating from her heart. That's basically you. Like I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but you're beautiful and you may feel alone, but they're basically saying that you are not alone because the light that is within you is so warm and so loving and so pure. As he says, people are so mean to me. Oh, okay, that's what you mean by invisible? Um, I mean, yeah, of course, like, there's a lot of mean people out there. And it does, it does suck when you encounter somebody that's mean to you. You're just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm a nice person. Like, why are you treating me like this? I think it's hard to not have the emotional buffer of somebody that loves you. Because if I didn't have my husband, I think it'd be very hard for me to encounter harsh people out there in the world. But anyways, what the guides are saying about you, SC, is you are an unconditionally loving being, and you carry that within you, and it's like yes, I can feel what it feels like for you to be alone. But it's almost like the love that you give to other people, because you can do that, you can also give it to yourself. And I feel like when I say stuff like that, or when anybody says stuff like that, it always feels like what they're really trying to say is that you don't deserve a partner, or that love will never come to you. I don't know. That's just the stuff that I hear when people say things like that. But that's not what I'm trying to say, is what I'm really mean. Because the love that you emanate, you have to realize that that's within you. And because you are a whole being, and because that love is you, your guides, they just want you to see that you're a divine being. And I think as a human, that doesn't really solve our issue, because then we can just revert back to feeling alone despite that knowledge. What? Anyways, you basically just need to love yourself. That's what they're saying. And I know that sounds like so straightforward. Does that make sense to you? Oh, right. Your original question. Well, this is what they want to tell you right now. I think to soothe your initial wounds of feeling lonely, you have to know that you can also give that love and bring it to yourself. That same love that you give to other people. That's what they're trying to say. Because angels, they're not just going to be like, here's the answer, bye. You know, they want to give you a well-rounded perspective of who you are and what you can do to really raise your vibration, basically. But anyways, in terms of a love reading, I do see a man coming, and he seems very welcoming, just like you, it seems. And he seems also very like a genuine man. But for some reason, you still hold the belief and the feeling that I am alone in your heart. So is it truly you're alone because you don't have somebody? Or are you alone? Do you feel alone because you don't feel heard, or you don't feel understood? You know, those kinds of things. Because you could still be in a loving relationship, and yes, it can resolve, I guess, like those feelings of being alone, but you can still believe that people have abandoned you, because you still have that like mindset. You know what I'm saying? What? All right. So fruit salad, are you here for a legitimate reading? And anyways, SC, I think that's basically what your guides are telling you. Like, even if you have a loving partner, they could also still come and go too. And that doesn't mean, oh, SC says I got divorced, been alone for 11 years. Damn, that's a long ass time. I understand now. Hi, Yair, how are you? I mean, it's interesting that you tell me that you were divorced, fruit salad. You feel alone because no one understands you. There you go. And I can see why that makes you feel alone, that's for sure. And it is hard, but I think your guides are trying to tell you that you don't have to be alone. The dog is like having a dream. But anyways, alrighty. Okay, so Yair, yes, you can get a reading. However, the 5-person list has been capped off. And I don't know, some person, I'm not sure if that person left though, because there is one person that was supposed to get a reading, but that person has never commented. I'm not sure what to do. I will have to see if that person comes back, but yeah, so I mean, you can wait definitely. But anyways, SC, let me get back to your reading. It's really about giving the love that you have within you to yourself, or rather to realize that that's what's within you, which is love. And even for me to say that to you, it makes me feel full, because everybody is truly love, because God has made us and God is love and stuff like that. And it goes without saying, SC, that kind of the direction of this card literally says your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love into this world. So the experiences that we go through, it shapes us. And for you to be so unconditionally loving, even though you've had so many hardships and struggles, I think it really shows you the amount of emotion and the amount of certain energy that you can hold within you. It's almost like when you take information in, you reflect it out, but when you reflect it out, there's such sincerity and such love in your tone and your vibration as you speak and as you give advice. You basically really need to do that to yourself, because you're really good at this. Like, you're really good at advice giving. So I hope that helped, SC. All right. Where's Marry Me Jisoo? Is that person here? And if that person isn't here, is insert think here? Chad Weasley, hi, how are you? I do have room for paid. I don't have room for free, because those would be new subs, and you're not a new sub, so if you'd like to donate $3 for a reading, you're more than welcome to. All right, so those 2 people didn't respond. So Yair, did you still want a reading? That was perfect for your entry, Yair. I only do PayPal, if that's okay. Let me grab the PayPal link. Cindy, hi, how are you? Be grateful. You sound familiar. Have I gotten a reading, or have I done a reading for you? I mean, there were 2 people that didn't show up. So, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna do like a last call for these 2 people. If they don't show up, I'm gonna have to take them off the list. Otherwise, they're just taking space there. So is Marry Me Jisoo and is insert think still here? And Chad Weezy said he's going to donate, so he would have the He would be first in line. Thank you for subbing. Okay, so guess they're not here, so I'm just gonna put you guys on the list then. So here is the list here. Yar, where are you, Yar? Oh shit, I said that Yar would be there. Okay, you know what? It's fine. I don't know where Yair Acuña is. I'll put you on the list anyway. And then it's Cindy. And it's okay. So if Chad Weezy isn't ready, damn, I only got $1. Wait, can't you like also use a debit card when you use PayPal? Because that's what it is on my website too. But anyway, so is Yair here? Yair? Okay, so Cindy Valencia, go ahead and post your question, because I don't know where the other girl went. That picture, Cindy is so cute, that little... Oh, there's Yair. Okay. So will Alice and me... Are you male, Yair? Shelby Charles. Oh my god, hi! That name, I was like, Shelby? And then I was like, oh my god, I remember you. Okay, you're a boy. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right, so will Alice come back with me? And what do I need to do? So I only do one question. So I'm just going to pick one of those. So we'll just do the first one, okay? Thanks, Shelby. All right, so oops. I only use my PayPal card, but my bank is only connected to my Cash app. My bank isn't connected with PayPal. Oh, I know what you mean. I don't know. Wait, I don't know what to do here. I guess you can Venmo me. Do you want to do Venmo? All right, so Yara, let me get to your reading. Oh, wow. Okay, so you're asking, will Alice come back to you? Peach, hi. So let's see. You got the card Archangel Gabriel. This is a very good sign that you got this card, because to me, I think that means that Archangel Gabriel is trying to reunite you guys. And also, you guys, this video was a continuation of another one that got cut off because of my horrible internet. So the rules are that basically only the first 5 people, which is also a continuation of the last one, can only get a free read for being a new sub. So the rest would have to pay. And the reason why I structured it like that is because I'm exhausted after a long ass read. So I had to shorten it a little bit. So basically the free read for the new subs are closed. So if you still want to read, you're welcome to donate $3. Okay, so anyways, yeah, I think there is a lesson in forgiveness here. Yeah. I don't know if you're going to be doing the one that's doing the forgiving, but it does seem like it's you. Or rather, for you to seek forgiveness. Fuck, I don't know which one's which. Because it looks like you're the more like the one that's practicing humbleness. If you are humble or not, I'm not sure, but they did say humble. So, and you look like you're the one that's saying sorry. And what worries me about this dynamic is if you're the more humble one and you're the one that's constantly saying sorry, the other person is basically not willing to own up to what she did to cause a breakup or to cause a separation or drama or something like that. Honestly, I'm going to be completely upfront with you. It sounds like you don't need her. I know that was really straightforward. But I feel like she causes a lot of drama in your life. Yes, Yara says you're the humble one. There you go. It feels like she causes a lot of unnecessary, unneeded drama in your life, and you're constantly the one that's like ducking, like almost as if like she's like throwing stuff at you, and you're just like, oh my god, like I don't know why she's mad at me, and I don't know when this is gonna be over. So it seems like she's very emotionally reactive. I honestly think that you need to take a step back. You know, every time that she separates from you is an opportunity for you to look at the situation, really look at it, not just from your perspective, but from the outside the box perspective. Like, okay, like if my friend is going through this same exact thing, like what would I tell him, kind of a thing. Because you look very sad. Like you just said, you look sad. Oh, we are in no communication because I cut it. So if you cut it, like, does that mean that she did something wrong, or what? Okay, so she did something wrong. There you go. So the fact that you cut it, I think that's very telling of how you feel, right? You're just like, dude, stop. But for you to be the one that's saying sorry, I think that's weird. That's a like you want her to come back to you. I understand that, but you are also the one that cut it off. She is dating a new person, but I think she has feelings, so I don't know if I should wait for her. Honestly, this is very tricky because it just seems like you're very emotionally involved still. Mm, let me see her original question. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Honestly, she seems like a hot mess. I guess you need to ask yourself maybe who your dream partner is. No, don't be sorry. It is complicated, and this is the stuff that I do. This is the stuff that I work on. I work on people's problems, and that's always going to be complicated, so don't be sorry. But anyways, I think that a good way for you to separate yourself, because you seem like a dreamer as well, a good way for you to separate yourself from this situation and to really make a decisive step in the direction that will take you to a solution is imagining who you would like your dream partner to be. And honestly, I think that once you start thinking about that, you're like, yeah, she doesn't fit the bill. Because I feel like she's very dramatic, and I feel like she just pulls you down to her low vibration of drama, of blame, of self-hatred. So I think that's what you need to do, okay? And it's like, will she come back to you? Honestly, she probably will. She probably will come back to you and be like, I'm sorry. But like, why is she coming back to you? You know what I mean? I feel like she's like an energetic leech. Like, she only knows how to function when she sucks on other people's energy. Like, she brings she brings people drama, but because she needs those other people to be at her low level too. I know people like that. So, all right. So there, you got to decide what your own decision is, but I've given you some context. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm glad that it makes sense. Okay. So, what's the list? You're welcome, Yair. Okay. So Cindy Valencia is next. And Chad Weezy, did you figure it out yet? So I'm going to do it like that, okay? So Cindy, what's your question? Hi. You know people are looking at me? What? Ooh, babies. You guys thirsty? Hmm? Oh, Serena Lim, hi. Unfortunately, the free reading list is cut off. However, you're welcome to donate $3, or you can just come back next week. Okay, so Cindy says, will I get into the most prestigious university in my province next year? Whoa, yeah, I can definitely see that it is very prestigious. And it also looks like there's a lot of burnt out people in that university. Just gonna say, like, it just looks like people are like running on coffee and like 2 hours of sleep. Like, that's what it looks like to me. Let's see. What are you doing, little May-May? You look super cute. Look at you. Oh my goodness. You put like hearts, like, yeah, I want that life. Oh man, I was so stressed out in college. By the way, they're brother and sister, so that's why they're basically the same size, the same breed, and they're very in sync with each other. Yes, I'm talking about you. What? You're so silly. Okay. All right. So here's the card that you got, Cindy. It says yoga. And what this means to me is that you need to basically realign your chakras. I don't know if you know much about chakras, but I think that there's some disconnection, or like the crown chakra looks out of balance. Okay, so he said, I don't know. All right, so as you can see, there's seven. I couldn't even say. I was like seven different chakra points in our body. These are just the main ones that people focus on. So just focus on 7. Now the crown chakra. Let's see. Oh, the crown chakra. How many? Oh, this is 6. The crown chakra is like this part, like at the very top of your head, that glowing light part. That's the one that looks off balance. And that to me tells me that you've got some internal belief structures that need to be reassessed. Okay, so first of all, I feel like I have to know the intention behind why you want to get into this university. Hi, Araceli. The list is not closed for paid. It's only closed for the free reads. Reedy, I'm sorry, but just like I said, the free read list is closed. But if you want to donate $3, you're welcome to do that. Okay, so Cindy says, because if I'm not, my parent would send me to another province. Oh my God, it's so scary. Far. Oh my god. Okay, so you live with him. Or do you live with your parents? I think this is why your chakras are out of balance. The top part, okay, so you do live with them. It's out of balance because I think that you're basically listening to whatever your parents are saying, and not that I am saying that you shouldn't, in the sense that they basically control you, so you do have to listen to them. Let me think. Will you get in there? Honestly, like, if you do, I really think that you will be just so unhappy if you get into that university, because people are stressed the fuck out there. Like, yeah, it's prestigious, but it's also like, how do I say this? Like, people are enslaved to their studies there. So will you get in? Okay, they said that they're debating. The guys are saying that they're debating, like the school or whatever. I don't know if you sent your application yet or anything like that, but is donating $3 for a single question or whatever you pick up on? Yeah, it's for a single question. Cindy says, I actually also like to be there. I have a lot of friends there, and I understand that. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't go there. Actually, I kind of feel like I am saying that. I shouldn't be telling you that. But, I mean, speaking from my own perspective, you know what? Fuck my own perspective. It's not about my perspective. It's about theirs. Okay, so let me just continue with what they have to say. Now, anyways, what I was saying about your crown chakra and how basically it should be here, but it just looks like it's here. You know, like, it should all be aligned. And be grateful. I do see your question. I just have to finish this person's, and then that's when I can do your question. And also, paid people, they have they get access to get like their question faster. So, anyways, it's okay. So as you can see, the chakras are well balanced, well aligned in a straight line, and the crown chakra should be here, you know, along with all the other chakras, but it really just looks like it's like, you know, it's like right here instead of being here. I think the reason why it's like that is because you don't have enough experience yet to be able to determine what's truly best for you. Because you're basically being told what life is like rather than you living out what life is like. Shelby. So, I think, I don't know, I'm just going to say what I think. Like, you getting into this college or not, I don't think that that's the most important thing. Like, I know to you that's what it seems like. Maybe not the most important thing in your perspective, but I think in their perspective, what they're trying to say is, okay, they're just trying to use this example to show you, like, show you what you're taught versus what you truly believe. I feel like I'm getting really off topic. Let me just draw the card. I'm getting confused. Whoa, there it is. Discernment. Yeah, you have to be your own judge. And I know that you can't be your own judge in deciding whether or not a school will accept you or not. You know, I think this is you looking at your parents and being like, do you really want what's best for me, or do you want what's best for you? Yeah, Araceli, come in here. I didn't style it. I just clipped it back. But yeah, super short, and I enjoy it because it's so hot here. My 2K Hawkins, I'm sorry, but the free list is closed. but if you want to donate, you're welcome to do that as well. My preferred method of payment is PayPal. Let me grab it. Where is it? There it is. There you go. So yeah, okay. So Cindy, I'm glad that you are open-minded to discuss this, because I remember, you know what, I'm not going to talk about it. That would be too trash talk. So I'm not going to talk about that. My parents want me to become a doctor, and it's like, dude, being a doctor is fucking stressful. Like, I mean, I don't know what it's like where you live, but where I live in the US, yeah, you really gotta love that profession if you want to do that. But it's weird because I feel like I'm stepping into the role of an older sister or like an older cousin, and that's confusing the way that I should speak to you. Because I'm trying to pull what they say, yet I think about what I should say, so it's confusing me. But anyway, it's not that you're dumb. They're not saying that at all. In fact, they're saying that you're smart. Oh shit, it fell. I think that you're not able, so to speak, to discern quite well yet because you've been living under their roof since you were a baby. So what you think is really what they think, and I think that's why this is like, you know. Cindy says, yeah, and I want to become a businesswoman. And hell yeah, dude, that right there is about your own choice. Being a businesswoman is about making your own decisions, which is completely opposite from your life right now, which is beautiful. I feel mad at your parents. But yeah, so Cindy, I hope that helped you. And whether you will be getting into this university or not, I really think that once you get to that university, you're just going to be like, oh my God, like, this is so hard. Like, I didn't even choose this for myself, and I'm suffering because of it. So, all right. And your mom is really against it. Well, you know what? Fuck your mom. No, I'm just kidding. Let's just say that I really hope that you move out soon. All right. So, shit. Who's next? Shelby's like, I'm dead. All right. Okay, so I don't know where Chad Weezy went. And oh, you're welcome, Cindy. You're a sweet girl. Oh, Araceli, it's actually $3 for a read. I know it doesn't show here because this. Damn it, I should have done that. But this is a continuation of a freaking read that got cut off. But you know what? You can just donate the $1 later. I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna go with Araceli's because she did pay, and if, like I said, they get the read faster. But you know what? While you're doing that, you're paying. So you know what? Okay, be grateful. I'm gonna just answer your question. All right. So be grateful says, when will I meet my soulmate? All right. Cool. Let's do this one. Aha. Well, there you go. Miracle of love. Okay. So be grateful. I feel that, you know, this kind of like has those fall colors, right? So it reminds me of fall or like October or something like that. But I think the timing is not what's important. It's more like your development and how that will speed you up into finding your soulmate, or, you know, meeting your soulmate or whatever. Because I can see from the wheels down here, I heard fine tuning. I think that you need to fine tune the way that you view yourself, your self-esteem. I think it's quite limiting. The way that you see yourself quite low and quite small, almost as if there are a group of people walking by in the grocery store and you're just like, oh, like, sorry, like almost as if you didn't even, you don't even exist. That's kind of what I see. And it's not that just because you think that way, you're not going to find a partner, because that's not what happened to me. I'm not trying to say that at all. I think, well, what I'm seeing is you being at a vibrationally high state, you being happy, and you enjoying the process even when you're single, leading up to meeting your soulmate. And I think that's basically what your guides want you to experience, because you don't need to be happy right after you found your soulmate, right? But what's really cool is that it looks like there's these symbols of like sparrows or birds or whatever, I don't know what kind of birds they are, behind this girl slash angel. And it looks like things are speeding up. Like, I don't know if you're trying to manifest this, or I don't know if you're grateful is just like, okay, thanks. Like, I don't know if you've been really trying to speed things along, and I don't know how you're doing that, but it looks like it'll be coming sooner than expected, basically. Okay. Serena says, do you just do readings with angel slash oracle cards? I'm not sure what you mean by that question, but no, like, I don't have to do readings with the cards. I can also do it without. I just do it, you know, how can I say this? It's more like a okay, I know. It's a really weird example. But like, so when when you're like breading chicken or something, like, you have the chicken and you need to apply cornstarch before you drench it in the egg mixture so that the mixture can adhere onto the chicken better when you deep fry it. So basically, cards are like the cornstarch for me. Like, it helps me to grab onto information so that I can continue the read, basically. I don't know why I had to use that, but yeah. So, Araceli, what's your question? And Mia, hi. And Shelby, are you going to donate or? Okay, so Araceli says, so I've had premonitions, dreams. I literally feel energy penetrating into my crown chakra repeatedly, but it never fully goes all the way in, if that makes sense. So what's what's happening to me? Oh, wow. Well, what is happening? I tell you guys, because I don't even know. I've never experienced that before, so I'm curious as to what that is. And I'm not trying to say that just because I'm in a meeting, I've experienced all the spiritual things out there. It's not true. Okay, Shelby, you're trying to do that. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were just here to listen or if you wanted to get a read. All right. Okay, all right then. Ooh, wow. Okay. So let's see. You said you've had premonition dreams where you feel the energy coming into your crown chakra, blah blah blah, right? Blah blah blah. So you got two cards. It says counseling and support. And it says you heal with kind words, advice, and an empathetic ear, which I can see you doing. And support says your life purpose fully supports you. Now, I remember doing a reading for you in the past, and you wanted to pursue something in like the lab sector, right? Because I remember you pouring like formulas into different vials, and you were wearing like a lab coat, like some kind of researcher. Yay, you did it! It's funny, Shelby, because I was thinking about you. I was like, she used to come on all the time, and now you're here. But anyways, Araceli, I think that your angels, I think that your angels are trying to support you right now. I don't know what kind of difficult time that you're going through, or if you feel that you are going through one or not. But I think the reason why that energy is not completely coming into your crown chakra is because you basically aren't ready for it yet. Not to say that you will never be, and not to say that you don't deserve it or anything like that. But it's more so that if it were to penetrate into you fully, you would have like a spiritual version of an allergic reaction. And I think what they're trying to do with that penetrating action is, I think that they're just really trying to speed things along with your vibration, because it feels stagnant, your vibration. It feels like empty and it feels depressed. Is that what you've been going through, Araceli? Oh, I like that comment, Shelby. Thank you for sharing that. I'm giving you a hug virtually. And Araceli says a bit. Yeah, okay. So they're really trying to, like, no movement. Yeah, exactly. And that kind of dulls your emotions. Like you are very joyous and very like sprightly, very like airy, like the way you talk. You're like, oh hey, like your body movements are just very like floaty, if that makes sense. And you're just out of balance. Like your energy is out of sync. And I think that they're just trying to raise your vibration by doing those, crown chakra movements type things. But, they know what they're doing. They're not going to completely put it in, because then you just convulse. And I don't know if you know this or not, but they whisper to you in your dreams. I don't know if you have like nightmares or something like that, but they whisper you out of it, or like they talk to you in your dreams and stuff like that. Have you ever thought about like therapy? Because I'm wondering if you're going through something that you feel like you're stuck and you can't get out of. Yes, you have been thinking about therapy, or the timing of the lives in the chat can sometimes be off. Because it just looks like you're sad, Araceli. Like, yes, okay, therapy, great. I think they are really calling you to do that. Like your soul is not only calling you, but so are your beings. I think your angels, I think the reason why they're doing that like energetic, I don't know what you call it, session, is so that your frequency can lighten and you can decide what to do for yourself, for self-care, for, to care for yourself, basically. Right? Because I'm kind of scared for you, because I've never seen you like this, and this is very unlike you. And I don't know if you've noticed your energy lightening after those dreams. I understand they are confusing, but to decipher your dreams is about the emotion. And it takes a certain clarity to also be able to decipher. Like after you meditate or whatever, somehow you could be like, oh shit, I understand now. Because you cleared your mind. And your third eye is clear and stuff. But you're unable to decipher, probably because your energy is kind of out of whack. So I would go with their advice and to seek counseling. And I'm wondering if that's also why you get readings so often about your soulmate, because you're looking for a happy ending, or you're looking for some way out of your current negative, stagnant emotions. So, yeah, dude, schedule an appointment, Dude, Shelby, spiritual reads are always interesting. I've never been bored by one. Unless they're just like, I want this answer, and it's very straightforward, and they're like, oh, hi, thank you. I don't know. Yeah. And this little fairy type thing on the counseling card is wearing purple. And purple, well, to me, I think, it's either your third eye or your crown chakra. I don't know. I associate it with my third eye. But your these two chakras, it seems, and your throat chakra, because it's like almost like you don't know how to talk it out, and if you do try to talk it out, you just start crying. They need to be in sync again. Okay, right? You can do that with therapy, because in therapy they listen to you, they help you think it out and stuff. Okay, Araceli, I hope you update me. You're such a sweet person, and it hurts me to see that you're going through pain. Okay. Okay, so Shelby, what's your question? Finally, Shelby, we get to you. Okay. Will it be wise to go visit this Virgo man who I'm involved with low-key, whose birthday is today? Yeah, have a good night, Araceli. Oh, you're involved with low-key. Oh, okay. I thought you meant visit him low-key. I was like, what is that? What do you mean visit? Like see him today? See. All right, let's see. Well, it would definitely be a welcome surprise for him. He'd be like, "Oh shit, my birthday! This is the cream on the cake kind of thing." I don't see why not. Like, I think that it would be a welcome surprise for him, and it would be something spontaneous for you, because you look like you like to keep things surprising and to spice things up and to keep things moving. But he seems like a very serious man as well. And in my experience, Virgos, they seem to be people that are very loyal to their relationships and to their romantic partners if they do truly like them. They're very they carry a lot of integrity with their emotions with their partners. I mean, he definitely has his eye on you, but he's also, I think, keeping space, because I'm not sure how involved you guys are. I don't know if you guys are in a serious thing or not, but for him, for sure, it just seems like, okay, like I'll fool around with Shelby, we'll have great fun, great sex, that stuff. Okay, great. He's loyal to this situationship. Okay, great. But I think he's not, I don't know how forthcoming he's been with you about what's on his mind, but it just feels like he also keeps you at a distance. And I think that that's maybe why you're also asking me if you should go or not, right? Because if he was like, yeah, then you'd be like, all right, whatever, I'm going, Not always, not always forthcoming. So anyways, as I was saying, he's okay with messing around, but he's also very serious about somebody entering his intimate relationship level / status. And I honestly feel like you kind of, it just seems like you don't fit that bill for him in terms of that really committed, emotional, intimate relationship, because he's very serious. about relationships. Like, very. Yeah, he's not always forthcoming. He asked me the other day to visit him, but I was busy. I mean, yeah, you should go if you want to, right? But I think basically your guides, they don't want you to have an intention or an expectation for this relationship when that's not what's happening, or that's not what may not be happening. Because I'm afraid that you're so keen on somebody you're so keen on wanting somebody to love you that you will dismiss the red flags, because that is exactly what I feel and exactly what I'm worried about, and I'm trying to say it in a nice way. I just think that, your guides being honest with you and me being honest with what they want to tell you, it will straighten out your intentions and your perspective going forward. And plus, you need to have an honest conversation with him too. Shelby says there is someone else that wants to commit to me fully, and I'm giving him a chance and going to see where it goes. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to crash and burn that relationship, but I do want to say that you don't seem like the kind of person to be like, okay, let's see where this goes. It's more like, for you, when you know, you know. I think that's what it is. Nishika Asawa, hi, how are you? Unfortunately, the free list is closed, but if you want to donate for a read, you're welcome to do that as well. Does that make sense to you, Shelby? Like, did I read you accurately? Does that resonate with you? Because if it doesn't, definitely let me know so that we can put this reading on the right direction. Yeah, sorry about that, Ashika, but you're welcome to like and sub and be here for the next read, okay? Because when you sub and you like hit the bell or whatever, you're notified when I'm on. It does resonate. You're like, damn it. But I've been there too, where I've basically lied to myself to my own face and wanted something that wasn't going to happen. And I was so intent on it happening that I didn't even look at the obvious marks, right? And I think that, raising one's vibration does help you to get out of that mental funk, so to speak. I expect a lot from him, but don't get exactly what I want from him sometimes. And we can always have expectations, but we shouldn't be disappointed that the other person doesn't meet those expectations, right? Because it's on us for putting those expectations in the first place. But we also have to see, like, why did we have those expectations? Where do they come from, so that we can understand them and love them rather than judging and shaming them. All right? So, like, even if you did come across your soulmate right now, I don't even know if you would be in the right state of mind to assess this partnership or to come from a place of integrity, because you are a very emotionally powerful, high-strung person. Not that I'm saying you're type A. Maybe you are. I don't know. But you have a lot of emotion, basically. And it's like flower petals that go in different directions. Like, you have to accept that that's who you are, because that's how you're going to love yourself. And what the hell am I trying to say with this? I was going somewhere and I always forget the direction of where I'm going. Oh, that's right. No, wait, no, I lost it. What was I saying? Anyway, your emotions are what makes you come alive. But I feel like the direction of where your emotions are going, it's like you cut it off and you deny them, and then you accept something that isn't even right for you, that doesn't even truly resonate for you. So I guess the question is more like, not like, why aren't I finding my love partner? It's more like, why am I denying myself my own expression of who I am? Preach! Yeah, you live a very complicated emotional life. And I vibe with that too. But I hate to fucking say this. Because it's really cliche, but it's also very helpful. Like, therapy will help you to compartmentalize your emotions and to unbuckle them in a safe manner. Spirit beat my ass today. No, Spirit is trying to show you who you are so that you can love yourself. Okay, pretty much it. So anyways, as I was saying, I know this is super long, but even if you did come across your soulmate and say you were in a partnership with them, you wouldn't even be your authentic self. Like, you wouldn't even be close to that, because the beliefs that you have, they're distorting the way that you behave, and you suppress yourself a lot too. So, all right. I definitely want to get into therapy, and well, perfect. All you need is a desire, and then things will manifest after that. Now, I feel that I've completed this live. It's been cut off. There's a previous one. So you guys can check out the general reading that I always do in the beginning of my lives. But thanks for being here. I'm an angel reader. Therefore, I'm an angel medium, and I can also speak to your spirits, ancestors, and I'm also a pet medium as well. I can talk to the living or the ones that you cannot see but you still love. And thanks for being on this channel. You're welcome, Shelby. It was nice to see you again. It's like catching up with an old friend. So thank you guys for being here, and like and sub so that you can be here for the next one. Bye.